if y'all recall that the college football playoff committee is not going to penalize teams who lost games against a formidable opponent like Texas Tech. They're not going to penalize Utah. Let's say Texas Tech and Utah both make it to the title game and they play in the title game and it's a good matchup, which I can see that being the new title game instead of Arizona State. And they have a good matchup between the two. Both of those two are making it, no matter who lose that game, both of those two are going to be in the playoffs, with one being an at-large bid. Let's say Texas Tech went out, right? Texas Tech went out. They're seeded with the bye week. And then Utah is getting in at an at-large bid because they lost to a formidable opponent in Texas Tech. So this is the two teams. Now, let's say for that third team, and by the way, Utah would be considered the second best team in the Big 12. Now, let's say that BYU ends up losing to Utah, which will give them one loss, and then somehow, miraculously, they win out for the rest of the season. Then they would be the third best team, and then you would consider them as well with an at-large bid because they've had a tough strength of schedule and they won out with one loss to Utah. They also would have the chance of getting in the playoffs. But in order to be considered for an at-large bid, other than winning your conference title, you can't have more than one loss for this season, according to the ESPN analytics for making it to the playoffs. So this is how the Big 12 can get two teams, but possibly three teams in the playoff this year. All the other teams, like let's say Cincinnati, they are they would have to win out completely, once again with one loss, to be in that same situation with Utah. But the only difference is, I believe that the BYU strength of schedule is stronger than Cincinnati, so that plays a role. They would probably have to win a conference title in order to make it to the playoffs, unless they have one loss. So that applies to Cincinnati. And this year, I don't believe the University of Houston will win out. They have one loss. So that's why I'm not